Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to find Alabama mugshots. To get started, visit alabamapublicrecords.org. I'll have a link in the description you can click on, or just type alabamapublicrecords.org into your browser. Once you're on the home page, you want to hover over Other Records and select Inmate Search. And what you'll notice on the Inmate Search page is you have your Alabama Department of Corrections database. And what this is, these are prison records. And then if you scroll lower, you will see county level resources. And so at the county level, you have local jails, typically managed by the sheriff's department. The difference between the two is people in prison are typically serving sentences of over 12 months. People in prison, like a local county prison, under 12 months. And majority of the time, somebody might just get arrested. Maybe they'll get released the same day. Maybe they'll spend the night. Somebody will post bail and they're pretty much out until they see a judge. So two different databases will show you different people in different situations. So just keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try to research here the prison records. And so this is the Department of Corrections. And so it does give you a mugshot, some basic personal information. And then, of course, you have your details regarding time served, things like that, why they are there, the sentences, things like that. So it actually gives you a history of the sentences. Like, looks like this individual has been in there multiple times, and pretty much every single time there's going to be a new set of offenses that they're being charged with. So it kind of gives you an overall history of the individual within the Alabama Department of Corrections. Now at the county level, so these would be typically facilities managed by like a sheriff's department. You have slightly different, but you still do get a mugshot. I'm just going to go ahead and try one of these. You get personal information here regarding the individual, booking, release information, things like that. And then, of course, you have the charge descriptions here too. So in a lot of times, these people haven't even seen a judge here. So, you know, it's if you wanted to actually see what happens at the case, you would have to go look at the court records. And I'm actually going to get into that a little bit later. I did notice some of the databases at the county level don't necessarily show you a mugshot. And they actually don't even let you research. So, for instance, Mobile County, you're not going to get too much information. You're just going to get a name, a date, and then the charges. So I just be aware of that when you're going from county to county. If you're trying to find something, they're all going to have their database is going to be different. The way they display things, I think it typically comes down to what the local sheriff's department decides to do. So about court records, I wanted to mention anytime somebody gets arrested, anytime even somebody that's already serving time, maybe in prison or in a jail, they would have had to, they're either going to see a judge or they would have seen a judge before they got sentenced. So anytime something like that, anytime somebody steps in a courtroom and sees a judge, a court document is created, and unless a case is like in a sensitive situation, those documents are considered public records. So you're actually able to go to the court system. You wanted to maybe research a particular arrest or a particular person. All of that information has to go, all of those incidences have to go through the court in one way or another. So another source of information if you're trying to dig a little bit deeper. One more thing to consider is using the name search box on top. And what this does is, if you are looking for criminal related information, it doesn't just cover criminal, it goes financial records, court records, public records, previous addresses, things like that. So as for an example, if you are doing research on an individual that lives in Alabama now, but let's say they had a criminal past maybe in Colorado or Louisiana, and now they move to Alabama. If you're just doing research at the county level or the state level, you're not necessarily going to catch what happened in Colorado or Louisiana. So this database allows you, since it pulls records from multiple states, it allows you to kind of get like a big picture view on somebody, like a more nationwide look into somebody's criminal historic past. So another great tool that you can utilize on this website. So once again, it's alabamapublicrecords.org. Come on down and get started on your Alabama mugshot search. Thank you.